I hope that whenever you've seen the announcement that this James Taylor is not the disappointment, that because I will not be singing any tunes today. But what I really wanted to do was give an opportunity, one, to introduce myself and introduce Geoscience, but also in doing so, if you're not in the architect, engineering, construction industry, a lot of times whenever I meet someone new and I tell them, well, we're geotechnical and material testing, you know, and I get it. If you don't deal in those industries on a daily basis, it's not really something that you think about. But we'll get into that. So as a company, we are located in the Heights as our main office. I manage our Conroe office. Here's a little bit of our company profile. We've been around for a little while. 1987 is when we were founded. This is some of the disciplines that we work within and the scope of services that we provide. So, what is geotechnical? So, I've provided a photo here, and this is a brand new truck-mounted drill rig, just to kind of give you a little background as to where it starts. There's a lot of variations to this, but this is the cleanest one I could find. So, from a standpoint of homeowner, business owner, maybe you are running a business for someone else. You're wanting to build a new house, expand your business, open up a new office location. You're going to get ready to design. That's where we come in. We're going to be part of your design team. We will be up front with your civil and structural engineers. And we're going to start by doing a site investigation. So we could do that from the desktop. We can look at your geographical area, look at fault line studies, look at various different things that we never even have to leave the office to get started with. But once we hit the field, we're going to start doing the actual borings and sampling and site investigation. Once we collect those samples, we're going to bring them into our lab, and we're going to start running a series of tests on them. Basically, we're going to take those samples, and we're going to determine what your soil is and what you have to do to build on it. Provided, it's kind of hard to see because of the lighting, but it's one of our many tools that we use down there. It's a liquid limit device. So the various tests, this kind of gives you an idea of what we're looking for, and this is going to give us the data we need to decide, well, can you build on the soil, and what do you have to do to it? And overall, the geotechnical investigation is really there to provide the design parameters for structures, buildings, bridges, dams. I mean, the list goes on. If you're going to build, you have to do the geotech. And a good geotech is what you have to have. If you go out, say this section right here, anything along this San Jacinto River is really sandy, really poor quality soils. You'll have to navigate that. There's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm not going to get into a lot of technical stuff, but this part of the region is one of the biggest challenges. And it's in, all of Montgomery County. But this is the general, and this is another photo of another rig. It's a track rig. You're going to see these on the side of the road now, and you're like, I know what that is. So if you have any other questions, I'll be here. But from a geotechnical standpoint, we're looking at the geotech engineering foundation analysis, geological studies, and the list goes on. So when you think, I'm going to build my house, think of us. We're up front. We're with your design team. I work every day with homeowners directly. I work every day with business owners directly. You don't have to just rely on someone else to take care of this. We are very client focused, and we work hand in hand with everyone that calls us. So you've got your design, you've got your construction slated. Now we're going to come into the construction material testing side. And I provided a few photos for this. So on the top left, this is the equipment that you need to test concrete. You've got slump cones, pressure meters, all the tools that the technician in the field is going to need to sample. In the middle is a nuclear density device. We use this to test your soils, make sure it's compacted properly and the moisture content's proper. And then on the end is a compression machine. This is actually the one that comes right out of our office. Once you test the concrete and you make your sample, you're going to bring it into the lab and we're going to test it on that machine to determine, did you get what you paid for? Just a kind of a down and dirty definition of materials testing. You're going to evaluate the properties of the construction materials, whether it be concrete, asphalt, steel, and we'll do that through methods whether it's in the laboratory or in the field. We'll bring those samples into the lab to determine, all right, what the recommendations that were in the GEO report that we issued, those recommendations are being met in the field. So we've got your design up front, and now we're out there in the field making sure that everything is being built per our design and per whether it's the county's regulating, the city's regulations, or your design engineer, depending on the structure, may have some specifics that he has to adhere to. And the importance of it is, we are your last line of defense, honestly. Without us in the field, without us on your project site, you don't know what you're getting. And in the end, it cuts the cost of the maintenance at the end. So you could build without us, but is it going to stay? Is it going to hold up? And especially in this area, you don't know that for certain. And a lot of the soils here are not suitable to build on, honestly. And it takes a lot of effort to get it to that point. This is just a list of some of the services within materials testing that we would look at. A lot of this has to do with just basic quality control. Whether it be for the soils, concrete, asphalt, or steel, you have to have some oversight. You can't just allow everyone to do whatever they do, free will. So the bottom line there, SpectraQuest, that is a proprietary deal. We and certain others, but it is a program that we really use to the fullest extent. Our guys in the field have tablets. They are able to, in real time, enter results, enter data, and me at my desk, miles away, can see those results instantly. So if there's an issue, we're addressing it immediately, and we're finding solutions. And then, in 24 hours, you got a report in your hand. So in our industry, that is about as fast as you could ask for. Some of the tests, this is just another list of services, but I want to draw attention to the emergency response. And I draw that because at the top is a photo of an emergency response. West Montgomery County, we had a water line break, big water line. It undermined the road. We get a call on Friday at 8:00 p.m. Hey, we need help. We have a crew on site within a couple hours. We're drilling, we're determining what are the limits of that damage so that the client, the county, SGRA, anyone else that was involved will know, all right, these are our limits, this is what we have to do, we're going to fix it. And we stayed with them through the weekend. Another part of materials testing, sort of, is special inspections. So special inspections normally boil down to coming out with certified gentlemen like CWI inspectors. Every one of these that are listed up here is a certification. Someone had to go to class, someone had to take a test. In a lot of cases, someone had to actually perform the test to be known as qualified. A lot of this, all of this has to mainly do with vertical construction. But again, this is all necessary, has to happen. These are some of the markets that we serve. Honestly, there's not a market that we don't serve. In our industry, there's a lot of specialties. There's a lot of niches. Some companies get into those niches. We like to have a diversified portfolio. Basically, if you're going to build something, whether it be a road, bridge, structure, anything, we're your guy. Just going to run through some of our representative clients. We do a lot of municipality, counties, state work. Montgomery County, one of our favorites. Some of our signature projects. It's kind of hard to tell, but the bottom, the larger photo, Post Oak Hotel in the Galleria area. The rocket symbol, they will be building a rockets facility not far from the Post Oak facility. Some of our HISD work. And just for the room, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be adding Conroe ISD photos to these soon. Home Depot, if you travel 99 and you go out the west side, that new Home Depot over off Kirkendall, we were involved in that project. Ship Channel Bridge, Beltway 8, we've been working on that one for a few years now. This is the new Harris County Precinct 4 processing, or it's really their hub over there, Precinct 4. Some of our Montgomery County Precinct 3, 4, 2, 1, these are just some of our projects. We like to talk about strategies, some of ours, and there's our Geoscience family. So I know it's kind of a quick and down and dirty on what we do. And again, I'm always open for discussions and conversations and questions. So if any of you have any, feel free to come talk to me.